Next up, the team that finished in fourth. Alex, you've done the Pohang tribute act in FC Seoul. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the real deal.
Yeah, well, what happened last year? Finished fourth. I think that was actually a slight overachievement / pass score for them. They might have done better. They had spells of last year where they looked like that, they'd be a top 3 side at least. But I don't think manager Park Tae-ha has been helped very much by their recruitment strategy. They've let big name players go in recent years. The same was true when Kim Ki-dong was in charge, and I'm not sure whether they've been as ambitious as they should be, a team of their stature and tradition in the transfer market. But they've done very well with some Moneyball type signings. And have they done it again? Well, I'm not sure. They've brought in German striker 𝐏𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 stature. Is this going to be 𝐀𝐩𝐩𝐿 Mark II? Did very well when he came to Pohang, but I'm not so sure. This is a 24-year-old who was not prolific this season in the third tier of German football. And you've still got 𝐏𝐩𝐩𝐿 there up front, who's turned down a move to Japan, waiting for Europe. Presumably, he'll be the first fiddle target man up front. And I think when you get strikers coming in from Europe, they need to start. They need to be the star man. Otherwise, they do a kind of 𝗦𝗫𝐸𝐻 at Seoul and fade away and don't get their confidence going. So I'm not ruling out the chances of that going well, but it is a question mark for me. They've also brought in Korean starlet Kim Yong-hak on loan from Portugal. Interesting to see how he gets on. Certainly a lot of potential. Midfielder Kento Nishida on loan from Japan, and they need that midfield to get going after losing Obadan to Jeonbuk. Obadan is a massive loss for them. They've also lost Lee Dong-hee and Park Sung-hook to Japan, useful defensive squad options. So if they have injuries, they could mount and hurt them there. I'm also curious to see how Pohang fans will feel about Go Young-jun coming back to Korea on loan at Gangwon, by the way. I think key player, though, 𝐏𝐩𝐻𝐿, if he does start regularly, they'll need his goals to do even just top 4 again this year. Ki Sung-young renewing his contract may be more symbolic than practical in its impact, in my opinion. And I think the biggest question is just some of the older legs they've got out there and losing Obadan. Do they manage this again to surprise people and stay in the reckoning for a whole season? They might do it early on, but will they keep it going? The best argument in favour of keeping it going would be consistency. The thing to watch this year. Can they stay consistent under Park Tae-ha? Because lots of managers around them have changed. Pohang have kept Park Tae-ha, and maybe that's one of the big pluses they have in their favour.
Indeed, consistency.